Welcome back to Mac Talk Sports, and what a day of football we had. Two amazing games, two entertaining games, and one sort of a boring game. But what to do, we're going to talk all about it. This is my review of the third day of Euro 2024. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with Poland versus Netherlands. I predicted this game to end in a 1-all draw, but that was wrong. It was almost a correct prediction, but not to be. To be very honest, the Netherlands, they really surprised me. I really didn't think that their attack would they did that they had a potent attack that could threat other teams in the group. I thought they were very good defensively. They had a really good defensive players, but I was not quite convinced with their attacking threat. But they proved me wrong. Gakpo, Memphis Depay, who was really good. They were not able to convert the chances, especially Depay, but the way they played, it was quite entertaining, and it would give a lot of confidence to the Dutch team and the Dutch fans as well, that maybe they can go far in this tournament and maybe win it for the second time. But that is a long way to go. We start the game, and early on, within like first 2-3 minutes, Gakpo's shot gets saved by Szczesny, and the Dutch continue to build on it. They were making waves after wave of attack, but they were not able to make a clear-cut chance. And quite surprisingly, and against the run of play, it was the Poles who got the first goal. Lewinsky takes the corner, and Buksa heads it over Van Dijk and into the net, 1-0 over. He was playing in place of Robert Lewandowski, which was quite a big miss. But after scoring that goal, I think he proved that his selection was worth it. But that didn't really stop the Dutch from continuing their attacks. They got a corner, and Van Dijk hits a volley, but a great save by Szczesny to keep his team onto the lead. They again get another couple of chances. Depay, as I mentioned, he was really alive, really threatening to get the goal, but he shoots his shoot over the crossbar quite high, and the game goes on. The Dutch come in again. Ake tees up a great, beautiful ball, and finally Gakpo hits the ball, and they go 1-0 up. It took a quite they equalized. It becomes 1-1. It took quite a big deflection, so you gotta feel really sad for the Poles. It sent Szczesny wrong way. He had no chance of saving it. So the game is equal at 1-1. We come back from the second half, and by this time the Poles have grown in confidence. They stopped the Dutch from playing the football that they were in first half. All the attacks, all the momentum, the interchanging of the position of the front three, they countered that, they stopped it, and it was not really easy for the Dutch to play the way they played in first half. It was quite an what do you want to say, like quite a balanced game, quite an equal game, par on both sides. So it was like a cat and mouse game going on. But again, the chances that were created were only by the Dutch. The Poles were, in my opinion, really happy with the draw. I think they thought they would take the draw in this game, because the Netherlands are basically the toughest team in the group. So, sorry, I forgot France is there, but they would have liked to take a point there, because as we all know, the third place teams can go into the next round. So a point would have been good for them, but unfortunately it was not to be for them. First, De Vrij gets a chance, but he heads the ball over, but it did not matter, because in the 83rd minute, Ake again plays a wonderful ball, and Van Hurst, with his first touch of the ball, scores the a goal that helps Netherlands to win. What a way to start the tournament. First shot on the goal, first touch, and he helps his team to win the game. The Dutch go to 1 up, and after that goal just basically killed the Poles. That was it. Their hearts were shattered, and they really did not recover, and they did not have that much time to recover as well, because it was in the 83rd, 84th minute when Walker scored the goal. and that's how the game ended 2-1 to the Netherlands. And it becomes a very important victory for them, because their next game is a huge one against France, so they would feel really happy about it. And the way they played, especially in that first half, the front three and the midfield, it would give a lot of confidence to the entire team, and they would be really looking forward to play the French. Poland, on the other hand, I don't think they would be really sad that they were not able to hold on to the draw, but they would be very proud of themselves as well. They showed that they can go toe to toe with a good team like Netherlands. They are going to play Austria next, and as I said before, the third place in each group is going to be very exciting. So with the way they have played, they would really fancy themselves against the Austrians, and if they get a win there, then they have a great chance to qualify for the next round. So yeah, a very good game to start the day. And it got better with the second game, Slovenia versus Denmark. Now, a lot of people, like majority of us, we predicted an easy win for Denmark, but it was not to be. The game started and both of the teams were like I would say scared to play the game. They were just waiting for the other team to attack or do something, and then they would basically react. And it happened around the 15th minute mark. Benjamin Šeško, I mentioned him. I said that he's a very exciting player, and he proved a beautiful shot outside of the edge, outside of the box, and almost gets the lead for Slovenia, but the keeper tips it over. 1 minute later, it happened. Christian Eriksen, 4 years after collapsing onto the ground in the first game of Euros, he scores. And you know, it sometimes we say football is a game, but some things are really more important than football. And after seeing Eriksen on that ground for over an hour, and then to see him come back from all of this and then score this goal, it was a really beautiful moment and an emotional one, and you could see in Eriksen's eyes as well how he was crying. Basically, there were tears in his eyes. So it was a really good thing, and I'm really glad for him that he got the goal. But unfortunately for him, they were not able to keep the lead on. But they continued to attack the Slovenian goal. The Slovenians, they almost had an own goal from a corner, but they got lucky. The ball did not go in. The game, it was an end-to-end stuff, but not many clear-cut chances were made by either side. We go into the second half, and finally, I mentioned Rasmus Højlund. I thought he was going to have a good game, but he did not perform as I expected. He got a great shot, and Oblak had to make a great save to deny him the goal. But it was not a performance that he would really be proud of. And then for Benjamin Šeško, again, this time he again hits a beautiful volley. This time it hits the crossbar, and you're just wondering that Slovenia are getting close, especially Šeško is getting close. And yeah, just after 1 minute later, they get a corner. It comes back to the defender Jesna, and he hits the ball inside. Another deflection, just like in the first game, and sends the keeper wrong way. And Slovenians are level 1-1, and they were he became the first player to score a goal for Slovenia in 24 years at a major tournament, and they almost won it in the 81st minute. But Sporar, he instead of hitting a goal, he side nets it, and that was it. 1-1. I think it was a fair result, and for me, it was like the best match of the day. It was quite entertaining, and not many people expected this game to be this good. But everybody was glad that it was great because of what happened in the next game. I will talk about that one. Now, Slovenia Denmark. Slovenia and Denmark, they both are on 1 point, and they are gonna play England. The game between England and Denmark is going to be very crucial. The Danes would have wanted to win this game because playing against England would be really tough, and they would have wanted to start a tournament on a high, but not to be. The Slovenians, on the other hand, they would be really happy with what they have done, and They now play Serbia, and I think the way both the teams played, that's going to be an interesting finish, and they may have a chance to finish in third position in this group and might even qualify for the next round. And that is the first part of the review of day 3. I will continue with the England game in the second part. Until then, bye bye.